Hello. Who's up? Who's up? One viewer. 3 viewers. And the numbers keep on coming in. Hello, everybody. Dun, dun, dun. How are you? Hi, friend. How are you? Hello, hello. How y'all doing? Hey, Sharon. Kimberly. Kimberly, we missed you on the meeting tonight. On the Zoom meeting with the leaders. I wish you had been there. Yeah. Hey, Tony. How are you? So for any of my leaders who get on, we had a good time. You missed it. It was fun. We had a Zoom meeting tonight. It was amazing. We're going to put a Zoom meeting together for our salespeople too. Very excited about that. Hello. Sylvia. Hi, darling. Yes, it is late here, Sylvia. You know it is. I'm just, can't you tell? Look at the bags under the eyes. I have been up all day working on stuff, but I promised you guys that I would come do this, and you know me, I do not like not doing what I say I'm going to do. So I said I'd talk about Halloween. Hey, Amanda, how are you? So I wanted to come out and give you guys some ideas, some things that I do every year. Hi, Sharon. So we got about 40 people. Hey, Amanda. And Robin Stone, hello. I'm tired. I'm going to try to think straight. I'm going to try to think straight. I'm going to try. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Kimberly, we are, honey. I'm actually putting together the Zoom now. It's converting. So I'm going to send it out to all the leaders, what we talked about. We had a good time, though. You got to make sure you're there next time. OMG. It was such fun. Everybody getting to know each other. It was fun. So, hey, Patricia. How are you? Stacy, how are you? So we'll let a few more people get on here, and then we'll start talking. Because I know I'm gonna like catch some grief from somebody, because it just, you know, hi Leslie, it just wouldn't be a live stream with me unless I'm catching some sort of grief from somebody. Hi Kenya, how are you? And Lori. And Robin, but gosh, we got lots of people. Diane, how are you? Yeah, we're up to 50. There we go. Donna, she was a winner in the drawing thing. It was so great. It was so cool. My husband Wayne says hi as well. Hi, Wayne. Thank you for joining us, I think. Yeah, hello. Molly, talk to me. Yes, I'm talking to you, Kimberly. Yes, Miss Norma's on here. Mwah. Hi, Miss Norma. How are you? And Jan, and yes, we are definitely. Hi, Deanna. How are you? Dawn Berry. Hi, Dawn Berry. How are you? Thanks for joining us. And Donna, and Brenda Lloyd. I just saw your beautiful face, Brenda Lloyd. She was on our Zoom call with us. Leaders trying to get it together for the 4th quarter, and talking about vibe, and talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to come together as a team. And it's a good day in New Avon. It is. I'm so excited when I can get my team together. Hi, Stacy and Marlene and Paulette. And this is good. We're up to 60. Good. So obviously some of y'all were waiting for me to come on because you knew I said I was going to, right? I know. Sometimes I just overschedule myself sometimes. I wanted to do this like 3 or 4 o'clock today, and it just was not happening, Cupcake. Hi, Dawn Smith. How are you all doing? Okay, so let's get to it. We've got about 64 on here. And I'm also going to, if this goes well, I'm going to try to make this into a YouTube video so it'll be easy for you to share with your teams, because I think they can definitely get something out of this. This is huge. Now, we're going to talk about Halloween. It is almost the end of September, and Halloween is coming, and I have to be honest with you. I don't care if you celebrate Halloween or not, okay? It's all good. I have to think. I don't celebrate Hanukkah. I don't celebrate, trying to think, what else don't I celebrate? There's a lot of things I don't celebrate, but I got to tell you something. If Avon is producing something or giving us something to sell, or I can catch someone's attention through an event or a holiday and all this, it's all good. I'm going to do it because, no offense, I like money, okay? And I like people, and I don't judge people for what they celebrate and what they don't celebrate. It's all good. You know, it's not like I celebrate Kwanzaa, okay? I would. If somebody invited me to a Kwanzaa celebration, I need you to know I would, but I don't because they don't. But I got to tell you something. If Avon gives me something to do with Kwanzaa to sell, I'm going to sell the hell out of that, okay? I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it all day long. That's how I feel. If they're giving me something, I am going to do everything I can to move that product. So, Halloween has always been really big for me. First time watching, you kids are in bed. Sandra, first time, this is a good one. Hi Steven, how are you? And Wendy Allen just snuck in the back door. I see you. So anyways, Halloween has always been big for me. And look, okay, my kids are 31 and almost 24, okay? It's not like they go trick-or-treating no more. Believe me, if I would let them go trick-or-treating, they probably would, because I had to stop them after so many years and said, you're too old, stop it, stop it. But there are so many ways to reach parents during this look. Yeah, Zach Smith, go Cowboys, woohoo! That's what I'm talking about, okay? I love the Cowboys. Don't be no haters. I will boot you off. I love the Dallas Cowboys. So, I'm off track. Gosh, stop it, Zach. You're getting me to squirrel. You know how bad I am about that. So Halloween is a time where no matter who it is, you talk about meeting people, what can you do? Yeah, you're exactly right. Grandkids, all of that going on. A lot of churches and community centers have things now like trunk or treat instead of trick or treat because they don't want their kids going to strange houses, this or that. So communities do things like this, and churches. Our church is doing a trunk or treat. And it is such an opportunity because most of the time the parents are bringing the kids to these events. Some people, the malls do stuff for this. Some organizations do things for this. Anything to help the kids be able to dress up, whether it's you know, Elsa, or it's a zombie, or a pirate, or a vampire, or Frankenstein, or Elvira, or whatever it is that you want to dress up at. I just think it's fun. You know, I don't care where it came from. It has always been fun for me growing up. It has always been a blast going. Before I got older and got wiser about haunted houses, I don't do it anymore, but I used to do that stuff. But what can we do is Avon representatives to really take advantage of it. And I have to tell you, I have some things that I'm going to share with you. I have labels, I have flyers, I have all of this in files. I am going to tell you what you can do if you don't have a lot of money to spend. I'm going to tell you what you can do if you have a little bit more money to spend. I'm going to tell you what you can do if you got a lot of money to spend. I'm going to tell you what you can do to get yourself some customers and know your work in your business. And whether you're at your home giving out candy, or whether you're walking around the street with your child, or you're volunteering for trunk or treat, or whatever it is that you're doing, there is always a way to get Avon brochures in the hands of people. And I'm going to give you some ways to do that because I still do it. Okay, I do this. And also, hey, also ways that when you think about it, like thanking your customers, introducing the opportunity to your customers, things like that. I'm looking, I thought I put a brochure up here. Hold on, I thought I did. Okay, so I have to have a sample brochure here to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's start. Something that everybody has gotten away from, I don't really know why. You know, sometimes you talk to a customer or you talk to somebody and they say, I just don't really know if I could do this Avon representative thing. I don't know if I would be good at it. I don't know if this is something that I really want to do. And you're like, I am so serious. You work in like the right office for it. You have so many friends. You like have the greatest birthday parties for your kids. Everybody, you just know this person would be good. You just know that if this person shared anything, they could be good at it, but they're just not convinced that they could. Well, you all, some of you who've been in a long time, hi Michael, how are you? Some of you people who have been in a long time, and the story is there are book parties, Avon book parties. I mean, come on guys, we have the best brochures in the world. And I know how we talk about starter kits, trial kits, you know what I mean, where you give, and look, I've done this too, you give somebody a couple of brochures, you give them an order, a receipt book, blah blah blah. It's the same concept, except some people actually like having a book party, whether it's just taking books and sharing books with everybody they know, or whether they decided that they're gonna do a few hors d'oeuvres, break out a bottle of wine, whatever it may be, and they're going to have a book party where people come, sit around their kitchen table, their dining room table, drink a little wine, have a little margarita. I don't care if you don't drink, have yourself a Coca-Cola, chocolate milk, pumpkin spice latte, whatever the heck you want to have, shot of tequila, whatever does it for you, okay? Get some people together, give a great book to them, give them 10, 15 brochures. You can even show up there if you want to, and tell them, if you want to know how well you're going to do, why don't you just have a book party? Well, I don't really want to have anything at my house. Then take these 4 or 5 books, show them around the office, take them to church with you, show them around the church, give them to your family, show them to the couple of neighbors that you're close to. Get them out there with your friends and just see what you can do with this. Well, Molly, what happens? Hi, Sarah. What happens if you know, what do they get if they do that? Well, the first thing they're going to get is belief that they really can. But I love stuff that's associated with candy. So this time of the year, I make these up. It says, be a smarty, and yes, in their book and in their little baggie that they get their book and their mark books and everything, it is in this. That I have this where this is in color, which you'll see on the file. I am not a believer of printing. Hi, Jody. Hey, Helena. Oh, Helena, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So kind. I have these. And I print everything in black. You know why? I don't like spending money on colored ink. Yes, I could put it on white paper. Yes, I could print it out all the different colors. Have you checked out the price of ink for a computer and printing or something? I don't care that I'm a bronze executive. I don't like spending any more money than I have to. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that, okay? So what I do is I just pay a few dollars more for colored paper, and normally it's bright. I like the lime green or the orange this time of the year. And on this side, as you can see, there's 6 of them, right? It says, be a smarty, host an Avon party. And you're like, okay, Molly, well then they're gonna ask me, what then? Hi, Jan, what then? Well, when you flip it over, because I don't make it 2 pages, I put it all on the back here. As you can see, earn free products. I provide everything. Call me today to host your Avon book party. So, you know those customers who, they just love Avon? I mean, you know, because they order every campaign. And when you give them something free, they just freak out. Can I tell you? This is what you do. And I love this because it says, earn free products. $100 in sales, you get to pick $20 in free products. $200 in sales, $40. $300 in sales, $60. $400 in sales, $80. $500 in sales, you're going to pick $100 in free products. Do you hear me? Do you see where this is going? Then it says, I provide everything. Brochures, samples. Yes, I always give them a few samples. Some lipsticks, because lipsticks are always fun for people. Some skincare I give them also, and also fragrance. I stick to those 3 because they're top sellers, and they're also repeat buyers, which is absolutely great. So samples, I give them a order book / receipt book to take the orders. I also get just a 3x5 envelope, you know, just a manila envelope to keep the money and everything is. I get the bigger ones, give it to them, and then of course tell them, take the orders, collect the money, whatever, and then according to how much you give me in sales, you're going to get this much in product. Now, when they realize it's $100 in free product, and this becomes so easy for them that all they did was share that book. All they did was have a book party for you. And what I do is I say, I was just wondering if you would do this. You're like one of my best customers. And like in the 4th quarter season, I always commit to 3 book parties. So I need 3 really great customers to have these for me. And I was just wondering, would you mind trying this for me? Because what you'll get is you'll get free products. Even if you just bring in $100 in orders, you're going to get $20 in free products. I don't know a lot of people who say no. And when I make it about me, I know that sounds horrible, but I make it, hi Marcella, how are you? I make it about me. I had a goal of 3 hostess book parties. I need to pick 3 of my customers who will actually share the books. I'll provide everything you need. I don't care if you have it at your house. I don't care if you just share the brochures. You have from this date to this date in order to do it. And then I'll come get the orders and everything from you. We'll add everything up, see how much it is, and you will get free products for this according to what you do. And I put one of these in all my books. This time of the year, even the books that I toss in driveways or I give out in person, they're asking for an Avon brochure because they love the products. They love the products. And sometimes people don't want to sell. Whether we like it or not, they don't want to sell. And that's okay. We need customers. But I do have some people who will share. Hey, Janae, good to see you again. I do have some customers who will share to help me out. They will do it to get free products. They will do it to get that pair of shoes they were not going to get. But now they can get them. And then what happens? Instead of me having a $200 order, $400 order, $500 order, they have increased my order, my award sales, sometimes by $300, $400, $500. But think about this. Even if you had 3 people who did $100 in sales to help you out, think about it. You're going to increase your sales by $300. So for those of you trying to get the President's Club, this kind of stuff works. And I know I said I asked 3 people. Well, I asked 3 people, and then after those 3 people do it, sometimes somebody will say, oh my gosh, I would do that for you again. Like, but you know, Molly, I think this would be really good at Christmas time. And I go, oh my gosh, I'll see if I'll have a spot for you at Christmas time. And if I have a spot, I would love for you to do this again. Because why? Because the holidays are coming and they want to get the free products. It helps them with their gifts. It helps them just in general, because now they don't have to pay for their products. So this is going to be, you just have to, again, it's going to be 2 pages, but I print them front and back. You can just print it on white paper and you can do the color. You'll see how much the color is. I just do not do that. I'd rather use just pretty paper. And what I do is, you see where it says Smarty right there, be a Smarty. I take the candy and I just tape it right there. I did invest in a paper cutter. They were not that expensive. I did want them to look like they were not just handcuffed and squiggly all over the place. But I'll tell you what some people do. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I don't know if I have it here. I probably don't. Hold on. Let me look. Some people invest in the pretty cutters like this, because then it doesn't matter. Let me show you. So no matter how you're doing it, it's not like it can be bad. So now when I'm putting this in, watch, Now when I'm putting this in, suddenly it looks really, and I did not pay a lot for these. I bought these at Michael's. I bought a set of 4. And they have the squiggly cuts, which is absolutely, and some of them have wavy cuts. You don't have to worry about cutting it all perfect. Now look at that, voila, voila. Now all of a sudden you've got something that makes them want to look at it because, oh, what is this that's popping up? And I put some candy in there. They're going to have a little smarty, and then I will say when I call them about their order, hey, did you happen to see the thing about hosting an Avon book party? Oh my gosh, you know, do you know what that's about? I know how you like your lipstick and your skincare. This is a way for you to get free skincare. I am now not talking to them about becoming a representative, but when I have them do this 1 time, 2 times, whatever, I have just proven to them that it is in their power to share the Avon products because they love it so much. And then I say, you know, for a $25 investment, you do realize that instead of just getting this off, you could earn 40% off your orders. I mean, just by sharing to those same people you just shared for helping me. I mean, think about that. That is everybody going to do it? No. But imagine a way to get your foot in the door with something like this to try to make sure that you have more people. So do you give them a few brochures, order forms, and samples? I do, Janae. You came in late. On the back here, it says that I give them 4 to 5 brochures. I give them only lipsticks, skincare, and some fragrance samples. They get a receipt book because they're free. You can get those from Avon free. I give them a manila envelope. Not the ones where you have to print and put a bunch of stuff on. I don't do that. This is not a try it kit. If I put try it kit, I'm not going after something for them to try it. I want you to try to be a representative. I love that when people are in doubt about becoming a representative. I want them to help me out in sales. I want them to have a book party. I'm going to prove to them when this is done that they can be really good at this, or they just help build my sales, either way. And then, of course, instructions about what they do. That's all on the back for them, Janae. So, yes, and when I put this up, there are 6 to a page. You can make this double. You can print 1 page and then print the other and then staple them together. I don't. I put, you know, this part on the back, this part on the front. I like to save paper and everything, too. I am still that frugal person, guys, no matter how much money I'm making. This has worked perfect, and you know what's really cool about this? You can do this anytime. I specifically did not make this Halloween. Around springtime when we have a lot of Easter stuff, I do this again, or Valentine's Day, I do this again, but I use pastel colors for the paper. I use pinks. I use the light pink, the really light reds for Valentine's Day, or mostly for Easter, I'll use the purples and the pinks and all of that. Sometimes you can do something that has a really light design in the background that's not real busy, and you can put it on that too. Molly, how many samples of lipsticks? You know how the lipsticks come, how they come in the packages? I give them one of those packages because I give them 5 brochures. I don't let them pick which ones. I don't give anybody a lot of anything. I give them a package, and I normally keep it to, I don't do the platinum. I normally do the Reversalis, or now like the vitamin C serum, the things that are like really popular right now. The problem, I give them a couple of packets of those, and then I tell them whatever you have left, you can give back to me, you can keep, because if I have somebody who's willing to do this for me, and then they're going to check back, or they know I'm going to check with them because I need all this back by this date. I give them a date, and I'm calling them, seeing how it's going, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time they're excited. Oh, yeah, my mom bought, I told her I was helping you out, that you were trying to hit this club or that club because they couldn't remember President's Club or Honor Society. I told her you wanted to be be a part of this Avon society? And I'm like, oh, that sounded cultish, but okay, I'll take it. They don't know when you're telling them you're trying to hit the next level, you know. So that, the rose circle, I told them you wanted to be part of the winner's circle. And I'm like, no, rose circle, but that's okay. I'll take it, you know. So when your customers believe they're helping you and you're not trying to sell them on being a representative, this is a way that they feel like they're giving back, but in the process, they're giving back to themselves too, because they have the opportunity to earn up to 100 products of their choice, out of the book when I tell them how much they've earned. You know, this has worked for Tupperware and people like that forever. Book parties have been around forever. We have just gotten away from it. Not this girl. I always, always, always go after my best customers. I don't even go after people for this who order 2 or 3 times a year. I just don't. It's the people who are ordering once every campaign, or they're ordering every other or every third campaign that I normally. Touchdown Cowboys! Woo! Go Cassandra, thank you for keeping me up. I appreciate that. Thanks, Catherine. So I love this. See, am I dedicated to y'all or what? I could be watching my Cowboys and I'm trying to help your ass make money. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we're doing. Okay, and by the way, when they're in my you know, the bags, what are those bags called? Y'all know what they're calling them. Having a moment. To put my books in, they're right here, and yes, I draw them in. I even put a little piece of candy in there. Most of the time it is a Smartie, and I use things like Smarties because 1, I like the word Smartie, but 2, because it's really cheap candy. I don't use the really expensive ones, okay? So I hope you think this is a good idea. I love it. It works for me. And normally in a campaign, this can bring anywhere from an extra $100 worth of sales that I didn't have to work for. I had one lady last year who lived in the senior community who always ordered at least $200 herself anyway. She was just that kind of customer who did this for me one time, and the orders she bought me totaled $750. So her $200 order, she bought me an additional $500. Are you kidding? And by the way, this does not include their order either. I always tell them that. But the point is, it was helping me. I was trying to get to Rose Circle, and she didn't understand what that was, but she knew she was going to help me by sharing the brochure. So when you take a different perspective with customers, sometimes you show them what they can do when they are. Most people, I will tell you, on average, normally bring me anywhere from 100 to like 210. But you know, if you had 3 people who would do that with you, or even 1 person a campaign, that might be the push you need to go to that next level between now and Christmas. So definitely something to think about. Okay, so I will be putting that file up for you. Okay, let's see. Smarties are better. That's so funny. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. I think you're going to like this. I put a little picture. You're not going to be able to see this really well on here, but I did this 2 different ways. Again, these are labels that I'm going to show you. These are labels. I think they're the 5160 Avery labels. I know labels can be expensive. My eye is jumping. Oh, I've been under such stress lately. Oh my gosh, my eye. Anyways, but I put these, for instance, let me give you a for instance. I know when you can see it, it just makes it better for you. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Okay, so when I look at something like, let's see here. Let's find a really, really good one from the Anew line. That's the cleaning stuff. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Okay. So here's one in the Campaign 21 book. These are $19.99. We all know the regular price is $32, right? So I would take, these are actually, like I said, these are labels, and I would take these. It says, Avon makes wrinkles disappear. And you see the pictures of the witches. Do you see the witches? We all know witches have wrinkles, right? We all know that, right? So I will take this and I will put this on here, and the thing that draws this to them is because they realize there's a label on that. So what am I saying? Now, when I didn't have any money, I still used the colored paper. And you can get colored labels too, but they are expensive. You can put them on this, you can put them on the green, you can cut them with the colors like I was talking about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you take these, you put them on here on anything you want to sell, you can tape it on there, you can make it stand up. They want to know, ha ha ha, you don't want to look like a witch, right? You ain't saying that, but you know what the suggestion is. I love these. For me, I am making enough money that I can do labels now. I still don't do colored labels. So I take these and I still do everything in black. It's not a lot of ink. I love it. Okay, so just a little something, kind of humor, that kind of thing. I love that. And you can use this in any book, but I like the witches because I try to use that all during the holidays. You know, right now, think about this. These are 2 for $42. When you think about this, you could get them working on a whole line. Or you know what? You could change that to, you know, don't forget your SPF, because we know that the Skin Invincible has a major SPF 50 in it. You can think of stuff like this and you can make it work for you, you know? So I loved that. I thought those were kind of funny when I found these. Now, the other thing I do for Halloween time to get people to join, again, you're trying to be discreet. Molly, what do I put? Molly, I use recruiting flyers. I really do, but sometimes they can be expensive. Well, sometimes they can be expensive. Oh, for this too? Yes, I have that in the file. I will be sending that to you. Okay, so how about this one? Be a smarty pants and start your Avon business today. Very simple. Picture of the Smartie on there. Startavon.com, and here's the reference code. And as you can see, I highlighted it. Again, 5160 in Avery or something comparable to it. Again, you could do it on paper. You could tape it on there. If there's a will, there is a way, people. It's just, don't say you can't afford it. You can use paper for anything else. Everybody got a pair of scissors. Everybody has money for what they want. I'm not saying you have to do labels. Yeah, the lazy man's way, my way, I'm allowed to do that right now. It's very, very cool. And look, these are in color, but let me show you what it looks like in the grayscale, the black and white. Look, it's still very sharp. Do you see how the Molly Stone stands out that was in yellow? But yet this is all black and white, but they can see the Smartie on there. So the point is, you take this, and I slap that right on the front of the book, just right over. It's like this. It's like, you know, hey, let's look at both of them. We got this one we can put on, or maybe we're going to take this one that's in color, and we're going to put that one on. But either way you go, it's right on the book. It stands out, whatever way that you want to do this. And you were saying there is a way. Come on, you can do it. Be a smarty pants. And sometimes I will do this all through October because of Halloween, and I'll go get again the big bags of Smarties, and every time they get a new book, those 2 campaigns, I will put that on there, put candy on there. They're looking for it. You never know what can change in 2 weeks, and suddenly they look at it and go, maybe I need to contact Molly on this whole Avon thing. Maybe I need to see. What is a Smartie? Smarties are like little, like, sweet tarts, Diane. They're awesome. You've never had a Smartie? Oh, it's a whole lot of candy, and you undo it, and it's got like 10 of them in there. Inflation, maybe 6. I think it's 10. And they so good. I don't have them right here, right now, or I'd show you. But, so good. Girl, you got to get some Smarties. I just got to tell you, got to get some Smarties. So, yeah, they're really good. Okay, so you can do those. I'm going to give those to you. Just don't forget, if you don't want them to print in color, make sure you change the properties on your printer so it will only do black and white. That is what I do, so it's awesome. Okay, so now we have something that is going to come in handy actually for trick-or-treat night. Some communities are going to do this on the weekend, and they're going to have their kids do trick-or-treating on the weekend. Some people are actually going to do stuff on Halloween night. which is really cool. I know our trunk or treat, trunk or treat. I don't even understand that. Giving stuff out of the back of your trunk, whatever it may be. I'm going to do it. I'm going to decorate the back of Frankie. You know it's going to be decorated up as an Avon lady. Yeah, that's right. It's going to be an Avon lady. That's what my vehicle's going to be. Okay, I'm just going to dress it up with t-shirts all over. Going to be an Avon mobile. That's what it's going to be. Anyways, what do you have for mom or dad or whoever is showing up? What do you have for them? Well, I have got something for you. Actually, a couple of things. So here you see it says a treat for you. And it's got the nice little pumpkins on it. And again, yes, you can do it in black and white, and you see it still looks really, really good in black and white. And it simply says, from your Avon representative, Happy Halloween. To order products or request a brochure, call. So last year when all the trick-or-treaters were coming to the house, we would slip one of these, and then what we would do is, you can see these fold in half, right? And in the inside, we would tape a skincare, we would tape a lipstick sample, and if moms were standing out there, we would say, hold this and take this to mom. Take this to mom. This is for mom. We would give that to mom with the sample, or we would tuck them in and we'd put them with the brochures. So now they had a brochure, but this said this is a treat for her. It's a treat for mom, which is really cool. And you'll see on here it says treat yourself to new customers using an old treat. Duplicate the attached gift for you, Halloween gift for you. Orange paper would look great, and it really does look good. She says on orange paper, I gotta tell you, I put it on the green, and it looked really good on the green too. During Halloween week, leave them with potential new customers you meet in your daily activities. Send a sample home to mom in each trick or treat. If you go out with your children, leave one at every home. The potential on Halloween is absolutely amazing for something like this. And I'm going to put this file in there too. And you can take these files too if you have Word. You don't have to like write your information here. You can just type your information in. After you save the file to your device, go in and then add what you want on there. That's what I do, but I wanted to keep this generic for you so you could just use it with what you want. Molly, check out how I buy my ink. HP Instant Ink. It's cheap and they send you ink before you run out. Occasionally $2.99. Donna, that is great, except I don't have an HP. I have Dell, baby, and Dell is not cheap, I will tell you that. And I get a really good deal. I'm just frugal, dude. I just, my deal is some people are going to throw the stuff away, so I don't want to get pissed about it. So I just do what I have to. I like pretty paper. I'm just weird like that. I like pretty paper. Okay, so I've got those for you. Here is another one. We talked about, and this can be used anytime, and I've got to be honest, I use Tootsie Roll Pops for this because everybody likes Tootsie Roll Pops. I still do this. When I have a new customer or somebody who has the potential in my sample packets, I will do this. It says, I'm a sucker for a new customer, and they have a Tootsie Roll Pop because I'm telling you, 95% of the people out there like Tootsie Roll Pops. They do. And I take it, and where this is, I wrap it around the handle so that they know, hey, there's a little something in there for you. Even if they have a kid with them and they want to give it to the team, oh my gosh. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And these, of course, are 32 a page. I'm going to put these on here. And, I just thought that. I'm a sucker for a new customer. How cool is that? If you're having an event and you're giving somebody a brochure, if you have a basket there that you have control of so they don't take 16 of them, you can absolutely give these out, and they're going to remember it was the Avon lady. It came with the Avon book, which is really cool. So I'll put those up there. How about if you're like, well, Molly, I don't have a lot of samples, and I can't spend a lot of time for samples, so I don't have the money, so I can't really use that one thing that you did. So, Molly, if I just have brochures and stuff, what can I do for that? Oh, I've got it. I got it. Again, labels. Look at this. take me to your mommy. Ha! Funny, right? Witty, right? Ha! I love it. Anyways, I put this on the front of the book. On the front of the book, and if you do have samples, you can still throw a sample down there, right? I just throw a sample in, lipstick, whatever, and I say, your mom bought you out trick-or-treating, or your mom bought you that costume, didn't she? Your mom's gonna love this. Could you take this brochure with her? You'll know it's for her. Take that to her. So take me to your mommy, and look at it in green. I just have to tell you, if you just want to take it and you want to tape it, double-side tape it or something, take me to your mommy. It's just so witty. I love it, okay? So take me to your mommy. So I love that. So these are some really, really, really cute things, but they are simple things. They are things that you should be trying to take advantage every holiday, everything that comes up, whether you celebrate it or not. You need to take advantage of what other people do celebrate. I got things like Grandparents' Day just passed not too long ago, right? So my thing is, if you're a grandparent, show me a picture of your grandchild next time I deliver your order and take 10% off your order. I do that stuff all the time. If there's something I can give somebody 10% off for that they're celebrating, if your son's a veteran and it's, Memorial Day or whatever, 10% off, show me a picture of your son. And do you know any mom, grandmom, dad, whoever who doesn't want to do that? I mean, and for some of this stuff, look, lipstick samples, people, lipstick samples, it is just, if you don't have them, you need to get them. You need to get them. And by the way, when you're making those little cards up, sometimes these kids, it's not their mom bringing them out, it's their dad. So make sure that you have some of the men's colognes and have them separated so you can go, oh no, Dad, Avon's not just for women, they're for you too. Here's one especially for you with some cologne. And Dad, I know that you like to take care of that face. Here's a skincare sample for you too, because we know, we got to keep you looking young, right? Always, always, always. Patricia McRoberts, you aren't watching your Cowboys? Does it look like I'm watching them? No, I'm here giving you guys lots of ideas. Just thought maybe that could be a little bit more important. Making sure that you get perfume samples for the ladies. And no, it doesn't mean that you have to glob it up. You don't want to give them every perfume sample. You want to give them one. You want to give them a lipstick sample. You want to do what you can afford. But what I do know is you need to do something. You need to do something to build your business. You need to take advantage of anything that you can. You can even come up with your own holiday. Shoot, I can remember when my boys were home and it was their birthday, I would be like, for this campaign, I would be like, hey, it's my boy's birthday today, and everybody's going to get a free gift if they place a $25 order or more. And I would celebrate my kid's birthday by giving them something that I could afford to give them, whether it was a sample packet, whether it was a lipstick that was given to me. Not everybody's going to place that $25 order. We would do whatever it is that we had to do to celebrate something, to draw your customers in so that they feel like they are a part of your life, or they get to show you their grandson who is in the Army or in the Marines, or maybe they gave their life for our country, something. And if they can share that with you, they will. And you have just rewarded them because you have celebrated that moment with them. In Hallmark, they give us all kinds of holidays. Holidays I never heard about. We got Ice Cream Day. Anybody who shows me their Baskin-Robbins receipt gonna get a free lipstick sample, baby. If it's Ice Cream Day, we gonna do it. Dunkin', we can do it. We can do it. Think outside your box. Don't think that you've got to stick with only the holidays that Avon celebrates, okay? We can celebrate other things. And I have to tell you, the whole host an Avon party, I really believe in this stuff. I truly do. I truly believe that I've got some people on my team who They never thought about being an Avon representative. They never thought about it in the way of getting their products free. They never really thought that all they had to do was share the brochure and they could be a helper for me, even if they didn't want to be the one who places the orders. They don't want to be the one who has to get on the computer and do it. They don't want to be the one. I have helpers that I just give brochures to every campaign extra, and they do this. They share the brochures everywhere they go, work, whatever it is, and they bring me the orders. And yes, you've heard me, before tell you about Avon dollars. It's no different. They earn Avon dollars to spend on their Avon, or if they bring me enough and I decided, hey, go have a party, a book party thing, then they would just earn so much so they could spend it on their Avon. And by the way, you're keeping it all Avon. In the end, it always helps you. So I don't know if this has helped you or not. I certainly hope it does. I'd hate to think that my tail would stay up and at 10:30 at night telling y'all about that. I have a Dunkin' Donut. I would like to think of a way to get them to let me set up for 3 hours, maybe something to match their fall theme. Any thoughts? Oh my gosh, I know so many people who actually go into the Dunkin' Donuts and stuff, and they actually set up a small display that says, you know what, spend X amount, $1 with me, or think about it, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is real big for all the coffee places right now. We have a pumpkin bread candle. Most of the time, if they have like sale flyers, if they have things like that and you say, if I could just come in here, let's help each other. If you have sale flyers, inserts that go in the Val packs, things like that, I would gladly give them out to my customers. If you would let me come in here, just take a table and just kind of display what I have here for people to look. Wouldn't disturb anybody. A lot of those private owners of those will let you do that. I believe Tom Schramm did that for a while at his Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not going to tell you they'll all let you do it. I know Starbucks, I don't think lets you do it, but I think that's because of policy for them. A mom and pop place. Stores that are privately owned. Do you realize that some people like Sprint, Verizon, all of them, dollar stores, do you know that a lot of them, that if you say for the breast cancer cause and domestic violence, go in using the cause. Go in saying, our platform is breast cancer, domestic violence. We have books where we are trying to promote this, and X amount of percentage goes to fight these causes. We were wondering, would you let me share this? Just if anybody decides to walk up, would love to give them free brochures. And then anybody who ever does that for me, I always have a small bag of Avon goodies that when I'm done that day, I will give them a hand cream, moisture therapy, footworks. They've been on their feet all day long. I will thank them with products for letting me come in there and share our cause. There is no better way to do anything than there is to share the cause, okay? And Avon gives us the platforms. Sometimes they'll just let you do it because somebody that you're talking to loves Avon, and I think that's great. See, they love me there. See, if they love you, that's awesome. They just love you, and they probably will as long as they feel like their customers aren't being pushed, and that's not what we do. So I would like to think that that could be a good thing too. I used to set up at the Dollar General store down here every single Saturday. They would let me go in and just set up, and I would tell them the cause, and we were also trying to recruit new representatives, and we would be out there, and what would happen was this. I would say anybody who spends anything in your store, if you tell them to come out and show us the receipt, we'll have a small gift for them. We would have sample packs. We would have the mini lotions, the lip balms. The sample packets were really cool. Couple of different lipsticks, couple of different fragrances, men and women, a skincare in there. I would slip a piece of candy in there, whether it was, if it's not hot, we'd do a Snickers bar, a Hershey bar, we would do a Tootsie Roll Pop, we would do a couple of pieces of gum, whatever it may be. it would be worth their while, that all they had to do was show us their receipt when they did it. So what happened? Oh, take your receipt and go out there, and the Avon ladies got something special for you. They got a brochure with a recruiting flyer in it. They got a thing of samples, or they got a lip balm or something. Just think outside the box. What can you afford to do? But what is in your best interest for just a couple of hours? This doesn't need to be an all-day thing. This is something that you fit into your schedule for a couple of hours to get out there and touch your warm market, the people who shop where you're at. So that's what I would recommend. I don't know if that's something that you were really looking for, but that's what. It's what I've been doing the whole time with my business for 13 years. I don't do as much of it now because I have such an established customer base. But let me be clear. I have that established customer base because these were the things that I was doing. I have the customer base I have now, and now I can pick up a customer here, there, wherever, because I did these things. I did community yard sales. I would go pay $10 for a table. Don't care if it's my community or not. I didn't care. I would get the table. I would have a basket full of some stuff from Avon that I got on sale. I would have all they'd have to do to enter the raffle is enter their information and answer a couple of questions. Do you have an Avon rep? Would you like to have an Avon representative? Are you interested in earning extra money? And they would have to put their email, address, phone number, and name, and I would tell them I was going to draw it at the end of the day. They didn't have to be there. In the meantime, here's a brochure for you, a free samples. I paid $10 for that, but in reality, I always left eventually with 2 or 3 customers that I got from stuff like that. So I'm telling you that it absolutely is possible to take the smallest investment, and when you do with things like that enough, it will turn into some great things for you in this business. But it's like planting seeds. Y'all hear me say that all the time. Plant your seeds. They're not all going to sprout into trees. Some of them are going to die. Some of them are going to fly in the wind. But some of them produce great customers, and every now and then they will produce a great team member for you. So I think it can all be a really good thing for you in the end, okay? So, hey, Sarah, I didn't know you were gone. See, your presence is always with me, sister. I always feel you around, so I didn't even know you left. But I hope this helps. I will be putting all these up in the group, so definitely look for them. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Once, I will not convert this into a YouTube, guys, until tomorrow morning. I will get up, I promise, and do it tomorrow. I just am tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm just tired. It's been a busy Monday day and spent some time with my team tonight. And I just need to chill a little bit before I fall asleep. But I really wanted to do this because I promised that I would do this for you. We'll have some more stuff coming in. Wait till I share the Thanksgiving stuff in a couple of weeks with you. Some really great stuff you're going to be able to use for Black Friday, and Thanksgiving is coming up, and I mean we are gonna rock and roll and have a really, really good time. We're going to take anything you could possibly be disappointed in fourth quarter, and we are going to turn this around and find a way for you to make money one way or another. It's going to take your effort. It's going to take you getting off your hind parts and getting out there doing something, thinking outside that little teeny box that you want to tiptoe in. But if you do, like I have for over 13 years, it is coming for you. Success is waiting for you to come to it, but it is not going to come to you. You keep waiting and thinking that this success with this business is just going to fly into your lap because it loves you so much. No, success makes you work for it, my friends. And when you work for it, you appreciate it so much more because you have earned it. It was not just handed to you. It was not a silver spoon. Nobody can say, oh, you got lucky. No, you didn't. You worked your tail off for it. You did what you were supposed to do. You were consistent. You rock and rolled. That is what happens, okay? So I'm good. I was a little bit lazy today. Oh, that's all right, girl. You're JP. Hi, baby. How are you? I miss my JP. That's another story. We're not going to have this thing going on here, but yeah. So those are the things that I hope you do. Again, I know there's a lot of other things I've shared with you all in YouTubes in the past that cost a lot more money, but I feel like we have this stampede of new representatives come in here, especially for all you vets. In anything I made the commitment 3 or 4 years ago. Well, it'll be almost 4 years in 2018 since I opened Onward up globally to everybody. That everything I do was going to be able to be duplicated, whether you were a new rep, a veteran rep, something in between. I have to stick to that. I never forget where I came from. I never forget not having any money when I started this. I never forget knowing and learning that I had to invest some of the money I was making back into my business and trying to make the smartest moves about where to invest it at. So it's always going to be something you can do. It's just going to be, will you do it? Or are you just like, I just got a few brochures and it didn't work. Well, it's not going to work for you in most cases if that's all you ever do. But if you follow, you know, the people that I tell you to follow, if you are in the groups that I've told you to be in, if you're following the Formula 4, if you are in learning about the products and what to do with the products, and JP's business, beauty business experience, if you are in there for no other reason to catch his live streams on every product that's coming out, what's good about it, what's bad about it, everything in between, how to make it work for you. Why? You cannot scream to me that you do not know about the products if you are not in there learning about the products. Scola has YouTubes. Teresa Paul has YouTubes. Wilby has. Lisa Wilbur's got YouTubes. JP does. Carla Lytle is building a phenomenal YouTube section. I think she just opened a new group for network marketing or whatever. I haven't even had a chance to go in and look at it. Monison talks about, you know, product reviews and things like that. Montavon is out there sharing, opened her group up to everybody. There are so many, not to mention the simplification for the social media with Scott Kramer right now. You cannot scream failure when you're not doing everything that's been presented to you to be successful. That's what I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you that I don't want to hear about that unless I know that you have followed all these people, tried everything numerous times, and you tell me that you've been in this business 2 years, 3 years, and you have consistently done everything that you're supposed to do. So I just need you to know that I believe in you. I may not even know you, but I know that you're in Onward no matter what, and I know that that name of that group speaks for itself. It's not Onward when it feels good. It's not Onward when it's easy. It's not Onward when it's handed to me. It's Onward no matter what, and that means through the tough times, through the times you doubt yourself, through the times that everybody else doubts you, through the times when your sales aren't the best, through the times when your team members are falling off, through the times when family members are not believing in you, they're laughing at you, they think that this is useless, they don't understand this having your own business thing, and you want to quit and you want to give up and you want to be mad at Avon and you want to be mad at me, and that's okay. I can take it. I got strong shoulders. But the point is, in the end, you have to look at yourself every single morning and say, I have had all these things handed to me just in one evening that I could get off my laurels and do something with, but I choose to just say, yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. When? Maybe in 2018, maybe 2019, you know, but until then, it's all good. Come on. You know life doesn't work that way, and business definitely doesn't work that way, okay? So definitely do what you need to do. Put your all into it. Plant your seeds. Try some of these things. And when you try them, do me a favor. I hate sharing it, and then I never hear how it goes for you. I'm like, I don't think they're listening. I never see anybody say anything about it. I want to hear about your successes. I want to hear about your failures. I want to hear about everything in between. I want you to share that on Onward. I want to know what's working for you. I want to know what the struggles are. And yes, you can vent without being horribly negative. You can put out there, that's what we're there for, to raise you up. I'm not going to raise you out of the negative. because you ain't going to do that whole negative thing in my group and at least stick around. We already know that, right? That's all that we all know that. So, but I have shared all my negative with you. Are you kidding me? Y'all laugh at me when I tell you all my stories, okay? And I haven't even told you all my stories yet. Some of them are quite embarrassing, but I'm sure if my sons have a chance, they'll be back to tell you. I had to shut them up. I thought on that live stream they was going to tell y'all everything I didn't want you to know about me, and they probably know it all. That's scary. That is so scary. So have a great evening. We've had a really good time. I'll get this together on YouTube tomorrow so you can take it. You can share it in your groups. You can share it with your new people. You'll be able to send the YouTube link to your team members. Hopefully it'll help give them some ideas. We have a month before Halloween really sets in. I also think I have a few more things, and if I find them, I'll get them out. I think this is enough for y'all to start with. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. If you get excited about it, your team's going to get excited about it. If you get excited about it, your customers are going to get excited about it. If your customers think they're helping you, oh my God, they're on board. So do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh, you can do it. Put your mind to it. Knuckle down, buckle down. Do it, do it, do it. That's scary. That's from the cheerleading days. That is over and out. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.